Good morning, friends. Ooh, there's a little bit of a chill in the air. I have a sweater on. I officially took my AC out of the window and I turned on the heat yesterday. It's a gray, cloudy, slightly rainy day here in Vancouver, and I think this is the perfect time to intro the next Jackass Collective Makealong. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so I'm dressed very on theme. Did you just hear my shoulder pop? Jesus. I'm dressed very on theme today. I want to introduce the next Jackass Collective Makealong, and I think I'm going to call it the JAC Jester Makealong. JAC is short for Jackass Collective. I often abbreviate my name and people don't know what it means. JAC, Jackass Collective, because it's a lot of letters. We don't need to be typing all that out. That's a horrible hashtag, too many letters. So I think we're going to go with the JAC Jester Makealong. And if you're new here, I did a Makealong in the summertime, well, spring, I guess. We made some titty tops, and my vision for a Makealong is never high stakes, okay? It's never that serious. It's chill, it's casual, it's, you know, everyone is invited. We made titty tops. You don't need titties to make a titty top. We made slutty little tops. Some people made mesh tops. Some people made little bralettes. Like, it was so much fun. And I got to see everyone's yarn choices and all these crazy slutty little tops. And I think I want to bring that same energy coming into this Makealong, where I will be knitting. I'm going to be knitting an insane pattern, which we're going to get into, and I would encourage you to join me on this insanity journey. But I also have some other like clown, jester related patterns, tapestries. Just the vision here is something silly, okay? I don't know about y'all. Show of hands in the comments. Seasonal depression? Seasonal depression, anyone? Probably a lot of you, okay? With peace and love, probably a lot of you do suffer with some summertime sadness. That's not the one. With some wintertime blues, okay? So I'm gonna do a 3-month long Makealong, and the goal is just to make something silly, something fun, something bright, something colorful maybe, and it's just, you know, fuck them winter blues. I am making this 3 months because the pattern that I'm doing, is the Foolish Virgins by, can't remember the designer's name. We're off to a great start. It's up on the screen. Everything is going to be linked down below. But I saw this sweater. I've been talking about krw.textiles on Instagram. I saw their work in progress of this pattern and I went, I must make it. So I have some yarn beside me that I'm going to be using, and I thought, let's do a Makealong. Let's do a nice 3-month long chill Makealong where you maybe want to join me on this crazy endeavor of making this sweater. Maybe you want to modify it. Maybe you want to make Foolish Virgins cushion cover. There's a scarf, actually. I have this up on Ravelry right here. There's a Foolish Virgins scarf. I'm not a huge scarf person, but this is still a super, I'm just looking at these photos like, wow, this is such a cool freaking pattern. This is a neat like version with the same motif, but it's not a full sweater. So if you're like, I don't have the time or the capacity to jump on board with the full sweater, make the scarf. I was looking through the projects on Ravelry of the Foolish Virgins sweater. Some people have made like pillowcases, pillow covers out of it, and just kind of modified the chart to be the right size. And I think that's so cool. So for this Makealong, I have some more pattern suggestions I'm going to kind of run through with you guys, and I'm going to show you some yarn that I got for my Foolish Virgin sweater. I'm going to start by saying I'm wearing the Little Axe sweater by Dagan US, Lindsay Dagan. I love this. This was obviously like a scrap project, and this is easily my most worn sweater. I love a sweater that I can put on that is a statement piece. It is the focal point of the outfit, and I can just put on pants and shoes and get my ass out the door. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of the vision with the Foolish Virgins. And I will say I saw somebody at Knit City this past weekend who was wearing a Foolish Virgin sweater, and I couldn't get up to talk to her fast enough, and she was gone down the fucking row before I could even swallow my mouthful of food. I'm going to insert the clip, but the color palette she chose, I just went, I need to make this sweater. I need to make it. I need to. So here we are. We're doing a whole make-along. And like I said, this is going to be a 3-month make-along because this specific project that I'm doing is crazy color work, right? It would be not realistic to do a month-long make-along. That would be insane. But I don't intend on finishing it in 3 months. I think it'll just be fun to have 3 months where we're kind of working on silly projects alongside each other. And that's the vision here. I want to show you some other projects I think would be really cool for this make-along and some things that you could make if you don't want to do a Foolish Virgins sweater, okay? Because understandably, it is crazy. Okay, where did this note go? There it is. Okay, so Foolish Virgins obviously is on the top of my list here. That's what I'll be making. I recently saw the Aidan Wells crochet pattern tester call. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got this freaking clown on it. It's a double-sided like clown tapestry pattern, tapestry crochet type sweater. It's got the like super cute little like ruffly collar. This is so fucking funny to me. I love it. I think this is just like so silly and fun. You could go so many routes with color with this. Like you could do like the traditional colors like Aidan chose, like, you know, the complementary, or no, the primary colors, the red, blue, yellow. I think that's so funny. I saw, what is her name? I can see her face. Not Half Bad. She tested this pattern and did like these really cute like pastel colors. So freaking cute and silly and just like something fun and bright. Okay. Oh, speaking of Not Half Bad, she's also on the list here for her, it's not written down here. It just says Not Half Bad top. Like, great note taking, girl. What is it called? It's gonna be on the screen. My apologies. Not Half Bad is a pattern designer, crochet designer, and they have a kind of like lilac equivalent, but it's in crochet. That's crazy because this is a hard thing to do with knitting. I couldn't imagine doing it with crochet. Maybe it's easier with crochet, honestly, but I saw this pattern and it's got clown in the name. It's on the screen. Like, it's not written down here. My note taking was clearly not great today, but this clown top is freaking cool. Love the colors they chose. And again, it's something bright and crazy and colorful for the fall winter. I'm obsessed. These next couple of things are tapestries, actually. You guys know I recently started doing crochet tapestries and I actually enjoy them. It's a fun little bite-sized project. I can use acrylic. I don't knit with acrylic on my body because it makes me feel like I'm being suffocated in a plastic bag. However, it's nice to just bang out a nice little crochet wall hanging, and they're so much fun to make. So Aidan Wells Crochet has the medieval tapestries. I don't know what the bundle is properly called, but these silly little, are you seeing this? You mean to tell me this isn't just so fun? This isn't cats, clowns, need I say more? These are cute. And this would be like a nice little bite-sized thing to do, right? Another tapestry idea, you guys, another tapestry, crochet tapestry, the Crochet Painter. Natalie, I believe is her name. Insanely talented, insanely talented. I can't even comprehend how her brain does this, like puts these charts together, but she has multiple like clowny kind of themes. The cats, are you seeing the cats? Cats in those little ruffly collars, whatever the hell they're called, would be so cute. And like, again, this is just like a nice little bite-sized project you could pick away at over the couple of months, or you could bang out multiple. Like, the Crochet Painter patterns are so freaking cool. I might actually try and do one of these. We'll see with time, but I love a wall hanging, okay? And what's better than something silly to hang up on the wall? Obviously, I'm a maximalist with my wall hangings. I have a gallery wall like spattered throughout my studio, and I'm building one in my living room. So there's never enough things to hang on the wall, you know what I mean? The next person that I've come across on Instagram many, many times is Vandal Yarns, and they do so many crazy cool like clown, jester, princess type crochet pieces. And these are like, this is a designer that truly blows me away, because how did you come up with this? Like the princess whatever the hell those things are called. That is so like costumey, right? But to like transform it into crochet, crazy cool. They have tons of, you know, balaclavas and hats and just silly little accessories that are so perfect for this make-along. Like this is genius. I don't know how they've come up with that. Crochet designers really blow me away. And then I wanted to talk about some knitting as well, because we did touch about a lot of crochet here. I have the Curio collar by Lydia Morrow. I bought this pattern many moons ago, and I did try and knit it. It was off gauge and awful, but it's like that like ruffly collar. I think this would be so cute if you did this with like a fluffier, like a mohair or a surrey, and it gave you that more kind of like volume, versus when you knit it with like a fingering weight, it kind of lays flatter, like a merino or whatever they're using, a fingering weight sock yarn. It kind of lays like very flat against the body. But if you use something with more of like a halo, you could get more of that texture. And there's a single layer version, and there's another like modification where you can add a second layer on top. So imagine like 2 rows of like a fluffy, like I just think that is so cool. And I have no reason to make one, but I think it would be so much fun. Like, are you seeing this? This is so cute. Like, this is what I mean with that second layer, where it's like you can get more volume in there, you know what I mean? And the colors, hello? Oh, they're so cute. I love this. I also think the partner pullover pack. Oh, it's a pack. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, I'm just looking at these. This is kind of like the rumble raglan, but it's like thicker, right? Just the colors of this, like this isn't a clown or a joker or a jester inspired piece, but just these fun, bright, punchy colors is kind of the inspiration for this make-along. And like, maybe you're not a person that likes color. Too damn bad. You're gonna break out some color for this make-along, okay? I didn't realize this pattern was like a pack with different patterns in it. From my understanding, this is a very expensive pattern, you guys. This is 40 Canadian dollars. But it looks like there's like multiple, you know, patterns you can follow because it's a top-down raglan. So there's like the squiggle what is this, like checkered, and then the stripes. So it's 3 patterns in one. It would be really cool to like combine the color work, like to do different sections with different patterns on it. That could also be crazy. There's so many options for a silly little project. And like I did with the titty top make-along, we're just here for the vibes, you know? I feel like the titty top make-along was more specific to like a top, obviously, a slutty little top. But I just want to have fun with this. I'm not a super strict person. Clearly, I'm here for the vibes. And yeah. The Jackass Collective Joker Make-Along, okay? Let me show you the yarn that I picked out, and then we'll talk some dates, some timelines, some like more boring things. But I need to put my computer down safely. I picked up some, my freaking thumbs are in there. I picked up this beautiful yarn. Oh my God. I picked up this beautiful yarn from Long Way Homestead when I was at Knit City. This is maybe the 3rd time I've showed this yarn on the channel by this point. All of the videos I'm filming today alone, I've talked about this yarn. So if you're sick of seeing it, prepare to be sick of me, because this yarn is beautiful and I'm not done talking about it. This is from Long Way Homestead. Like I said, this was grown, milled, so spun and dyed in Canada. It was milled and dyed in Manitoba. I'm not exactly sure where this wool specifically came from. It says there's more on the inside of this label. So let me see if I can get in here. I need scissors to cut this tape. Ooh! Because I actually don't know what it says in here. Oh my God. Yarn up the butt. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so this, oh no, it was grown and spun in Alberta. Interesting. So wool supply chain, it says here, grown in Saskatchewan, spun in Alberta. So I wonder if this was spun at Custom Woolen Mills. I think that's who's in Alberta. And then this would have been dyed in Manitoba. I think that's so cool. Yeah, I think that Long Way Homestead is doing some really cool stuff, and you should definitely check them out. These are pricey yarns, as they should be. And I don't know if this has a colorway. Color Purple Love Grass. So this is gonna be like my base color for my Foolish Virgins. I'm going to compare to this baddie that I saw at Knit City with her, you know, sweater right here. It was very pastel, it was very purpley, peachy, dusty kind of pinks. She really inspired me. I wanted to go like a purple route anyways, but this kind of as the base color, I think it's gonna be perfect. This is, so I have 700 meters of this yarn, so I hope that's enough to use the base color. I mean, there's so much color work in this. I'm not sure I'm actually gonna need all this, but I have no idea. Can I count yardage? No. Does it give like a detailed breakdown of yardage? Not really. And then I also grabbed these two colors as well from Long Way Homestead to make, you know, some of the details. Again, this person that I saw at Knit City wearing her Foolish Virgins, it was very dusty pinks, more like pastel-y hues, and I thought this was going to be beautiful. And then I'm kind of like looking through my stash. This is a sport weight pattern, which is what, like 3.25 millimeter needles? I can't remember. There's so much stuff on this freaking couch. Should have organized it a little bit better. Let me see what the pattern actually calls for. However, this is all fingering yarn that I got from Long Way Homestead. So, you know, it is what it is. It wants 3.25 and 3.75. So, oh yeah, this yarn will be fine. But I grabbed this just from my stash. This is more of like a mustardy kind of yellow. You can kind of see the difference there. This is more marigold, this is more mustard. And then I have some black yarn that'll be good for like the details and, you know, the eyes and some of the whatever in the chart. I haven't gone through all of the yarn over there. There's a lot of yarn in my stash, but 3.25 and 3.75 I think it's a good weight. I've never knit a full sweater on that small of needles. A little bit nervous. There's something else I was gonna say. I don't remember what it was, so clearly it wasn't that important. Oh, dates. We're gonna talk about dates. So you're gonna be seeing this video probably in like the first week of October, maybe the second week of October actually. And second week of October? Yeah, second week of October. So we're gonna be going live, if you will, with the Makealong starting November 1st. It's gonna run for 3 months. So November, December, January, is that 3 months? I think so. Don't make me think about the calendar year like that. Oh God, is it gonna go into January? That's crazy. Well, 3 months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, September, October, November, December. Yeah, November, December into January. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm actually going to Japan in January, so I might not be, you know, actively knitting this while I'm in Japan. But we're gonna go 3 months starting November 1st. So when you see this, you have like what, 3 weeks to kind of pick a pattern, get some yarn, and join me for this Foolish Virgins Makealong, or whatever the hell you want to make. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's always low stakes, low effort over here. What is this? Pattern. So I hope you're excited about this like I am. I would really love to see like some Foolish Virgin scarves. The pattern is like, for the sweater, it's actually a cardigan. I think I might have said that, but it's very easy to modify to make it a sweater. I'm gonna make it a sweater. I just think I'll get more wear out of it as a sweater. Wow. And yeah, that's it. I'm really excited about this. I bought the yarn and I went, okay, it's real now. Like, I'm actually gonna knit this sweater, and I'm hoping I'm going to finish this sweater before November so that I'm more or less monogamously knitting this Makealong. Here's the thing, I'm not a good monogamous knitter, and we're also coming up on gift knitting season, and for the first time ever in my knitting lifetime, I'm actually working on my gift knits already. So they're small projects, so it's not like I'm not gift knitting any sweaters or anything, but I want to mainly be monogamously knitting on this piece for the Makealong, just to have like consistent progress to show you guys, because it is a really boring Makealong if I'm not showing you what I'm making. I think I'm gonna be posting what you guys are making on my Instagram, on my main feed. For the Titty Top Makealong, we had lots of stuff on my stories. However, I think I want to get more of it onto my feed. That way I can show off you guys and your art and whatever the hell you're up to. So I'm excited about that. I'm also thinking about running a discount code on my website for yarn for the duration of the Makealong. And if you want to try some Jackass Collective yarn with a wee bit of a discount, then you can snag that and work it into your project. And I think that'd be really fun. I have to go through my hand-dyed yarn stash and see what weights I can pull out, what I can use for this Makealong, but I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be so much fun, and I'm so excited. And I hope you're excited to make something silly. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a Foolish Virgins sweater or scarf or whatever, because it's an insane commitment and pattern to, you know, do, but it is a free download, and I'm excited to see what you guys choose to do for this silly little Makealong. Like I said, November 1st, we're starting. I'll probably get a head start so I have something to post for the first week of November. That's kind of how I did it last year, and I'll be posting your stuff. You can tag me, you can send me photos of what you're working on, and we're gonna use the hashtag JAC Gesture Makealong. I do call it a Makealong because I want everyone to join. Are you crocheting something? Great. Are you knitting something? Awesome. Are you weaving something? Awesome. Are you spinning a clown-inspired yarn? That's super cool. I want all of the crafts. I don't want to exclude anyone, because we all deserve some fun colors for the fall winter. Alrighty, I'm dropping yarn on the floor now. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you do join along. I hope you want to join in for the sillies, the fall winter sillies. And I will see you guys whenever the next video goes up, and I'll see you November 1st for the official Makealong. Hell yeah! See you then. Bye.